How does the prison system work? I mean, is there a prison or is it just forced labor camps and death?
So there are 3 types of prison camps in North Korea. And there's 2 types of crime too. So one is political crime and second is economic crime. So even you rape somebody or murder somebody. I mean, by the way, rape is not even crime in North Korea. We don't even know what rape is. Like if there's somebody raped, like that girl gets punished, right? I mean, men have a pleasure squad. Like we don't even know that sexual harassment is a thing. So, well, that's not even crime. So let's say murder. Murder is even like as economic crime.
Because you've taken a worker away from the party.
But then they don't even punish that much because human life doesn't mean much in that country. We don't even know what human rights is. But most severe crime is a political crime. Like let's say your house caught on fire. You have your children, your mother, all like sleeping next to you. But you have a portrait of Kims. Every household have the portraits of Kims. So what do you do when the house get caught fire? You don't run with your children on your arms. You have to protect the portraits. Otherwise, the 3 generations of that family get punished. Or like if there's a newspaper, every newspaper front page gotta have the photos of Kims. But when you didn't see that and then you see the back of the paper and you rip it by mistake, that's you go to political prison camp. And that's a life sentence. You never come out. And then you take 3 generations of your family with you. So there are like concentration camps. That is a lifetime sentence. Then there is a labor camps. That is more like the murderers, thieves, or like, criminals they send. That is like usually sentence you come out. The last one is a labor camp, forced labor camp. That's re-education camp. Those are more like 1 between 3 years short amount of sentence. And then, of course, there's public execution. For somebody who cannot be redeemed, they're going to kill them anyway. So usually if somebody say, oh, I don't believe in the party's like revolution ideology, then that person get executed and the family members usually go to concentration camp. And then they never come out. And the North Korea needs this concentration camp like inmates because they need to do a lot of the chemical tests. There's gas chambers, but North Korea does a lot of weapons. So they use like inmates and do all those tests on them, and then they have to clean the nuclear debris. So they get deformity and they die from a cancer. So they keep kind of creating these political prisoners to do all this job that they don't want the normal population to be exposed to.
Well, it's not just the public executions that are executions then. There's a lot of other ways that you can be forced to die in these different levels of prison.
Average lifespan when you sent to political prison camp is 3 months. Most of them do not last more than 3 months. Yeah. So when you go to political prison camp, it's better off to be dying right now. So that's why when defectors escaping myself, we were ready to kill ourselves. We were not gonna go send back and be tortured and go to concentration camp and die. That's the most painful, miserable way you can die.
You were so certain that you would have gone back and you would have been killed that it's just easier to take your own life instead of suffer.
It's not just certain, it's the North Korean regime what they say. So if you go to China and then if you were trying to escape to South Korea, that's that sentence. That's a public execution or concentration camp, like that's a law. So we all know that what the law says. So when North Korean defectors escape, they all like ready to kill themselves.
Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed that, then press here for the full, unedited episode. And don't forget to subscribe. It makes me very happy indeed. Peace.